back to my channel. If you are new here, please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a plum and fig compote, and I'm going to be using it in two different ways at the end, as well as give you some other suggestions. So for my compote, I have about 1 pound of figs, and these have already been washed. I'm just going to remove the stems off of them and chop them up, as well as 4 plums. I'm also going to just chop them up into pieces, remove the seed. I am going to leave the skins on. I have 1 lemon. I'm going to be using the zest and possibly a little bit of the juice, some sugar, and I'm going to use a pinch of salt. I already know that the figs are pretty sweet. I'm just going to quarter these and then dump it in my pot. I am going to leave the skins on. In case you didn't know, figs happen to be inverted flowers, just fun little fact. Now, if you wanted to add spices to this, such as cinnamon, clove, even star anise, you can, but I'm just going to keep this extremely simple this time. So this is how red the plums are inside, but it does have a greenish skin to it. With the sugar, I'm gonna add it in a little bit at a time, and then just kind of taste it now and then. If it needs more sugar, I can always add it, but I just don't want to put in a whole cup of sugar if I don't need to. So along to the fruit, I'm going to cut some strips of lemon peel, and at the end I will take the peels out. The other thing I'm going to do is add just a little bit of water so that the fruit will kind of have somewhere to melt into. A pinch of salt. And I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar to start. So kind of dust the sugar over the fruit and then put it over a medium heat on the stove. So this is my starting point. I just put it over a flame. I'm going to let this come to a boil and then simmer it until this fruit is softened and breaks down. It'll probably take about 20 to 30 minutes or so, and I will show you the progress. Okay, so here we have the mixture boiling. I am going to lower the heat slightly so that it just kind of stays just below a boil. I ended up adding a little more sugar, but I think I'm good for now because I know that the figs are pretty sweet, and this variety of plum happens to be sweet tart, but they're very juicy, and I know they have sugar, natural sugar in them. So this is about 10 minutes in, and it's looking really good. I am going to continue to cook it for at least another 10 minutes so that the fruit can break down even further and the flavors can kind of meld together. Okay, so this is after about 20 minutes. I am going to shut the heat off and just let it sit. And as the heat is off, I'm just going to squeeze in some fresh lemon juice and stir that in. So now that we have this lovely plum and fig compote, I do have a couple of things that I want to incorporate it with. So the first thing that I want to do, I actually want to make a cocktail with it. I'm not using the fruit chunks, but from the syrup around it, I have a couple of tablespoons in this glass. And then to this, I'm gonna add some elderflower liqueur. So this is the bottle that I happen to use. I'm gonna say a shot. You can kind of, pour as much or as little as you'd like. And then I'm gonna do some lemon. And then just stir this up a little bit. I'm using a knife. You can use a chopstick, you can use a small whisk, whatever you'd like is fine. And then I'm just going to top this with some sparkling water. I am going to add a few ice cubes just to make it colder. and a slice of lemon. And this is really like fruity with the lemon backdrop and the elderflower. I really like it. If you like sweet cocktails, this will be something that you might want to try out. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do, fruit and cheese go really well together. So I just have some cracker, get whatever you'd like. This happens to be like a whole wheat sesame cracker, but you can use whatever you want. And then any type of soft ripened cheese. I have brie, triple cream brie, but you can use camembert. If you prefer goat cheese, you can even do that. And then just top it with the compote. Compotes are extremely versatile. I've used this as a base for a cocktail as well as part of a cheese plate, if you will. And it's also a nice change because typically you'll find maybe apricots or maybe figs, but not fig and plum together. So it just adds a different element if you're doing like a graze board or a cheese board, cheese platter, whatever you want to call it. I happen to love figs, and it is still fig season, thank goodness. I think this year has been really great. Other ideas that you can use this on, you can top your oatmeal, you can top pancakes, waffles, crepes. I actually have some crepe batter that I made for tomorrow morning. It's a brown butter crepe batter. If you're interested in a recipe for that, please let me know and I'll try to do a video in the future. And then you've got, you know, ice cream topping on your toast. It's technically a loosened up jam. If you're the type of person that likes savory and sweet together, if you make pork chops, you can use this instead of like applesauce, and that would be another good idea. I really like it with the cheese because it's still slightly warm, so it aids in melting the cheese, and it's just a really good, again, sweet and savory bite. It is so good. Again, I kept it really simple. I didn't add any spices, just the lemon to finish. So if you prefer to have like a cinnamon stick while you cook it, or cloves, or whatever other warming spice, even ginger, please feel free to go ahead and adjust to your palate. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and this recipe. I will have a description down below, so please be sure to check that out. Let me know if you try it. Let me know how you like it. I will see you all next time.